You are welcome to the JIT Home Tuition page. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to solve questions like this on the board. All right. So this question says that the sum of the ages of a woman and her daughter is 47. 4 years ago, the ratio of the ages was what? 9:4. And the question is saying that find their present what? Ages. So how do we go about with this question? First of all, when you have a question like this, you need to take your time and read the question to understand what the question is asking for. But as you are also reading the question, you need to also take your time and also rule out certain things or certain information that you need to solve the question. So the question is saying that the sum of the ages of a woman and her daughter. So what you need here, the woman and her daughter, the sum, all right? But we don't know. The question is saying that when you put the age of the woman and that of her daughter, the total or the sum should be equal to what? 47. So the first thing you are going to do is that you write, let the woman, all right, the woman's age be equal to, you represent it by a variable. So in this case, you have x. Then you go like, let her daughter. So in this case, daughter should be probably equal to y. That is what I am representing. And the question is saying that the sum of their age when you put together is equal to 47. So therefore, you have x plus y to be equal to what? 47. So for the first part of the question, that is what I have simplified it over here. Then the question is also saying that 4 years ago, so this one is representing their current age. That is, the x is representing the current age of the woman. The y is representing the current age of the daughter. But the question is now saying that 4 years ago. So if you want to know the age of the daughter 4 years ago, so let's write here 4 years ago. The age of the woman will now be equal to x minus 4. We don't know. However, if you want to know the age of the woman 4 years ago, you need to subtract 4 from the current age, which you don't know. Likewise, you subtract 4 from the current age of the daughter, which at the moment we don't know. So that will become, let me use this marker, y minus what? 4. Notwithstanding, the question is saying that the ratio was what? 9:4. So what it means is that if the woman is to the daughter, so that was 4 years ago, will become x minus 4 bracket like this is to, that is the woman's age is to the daughter's age, so that will become y minus what? 4. The question is saying that the ratio is this, so that means that will become 9:4. So here, what you have here as ratio, you can also rewrite it as fraction. So you now have x minus 4 on y minus 4, which should be equal to, that is 9 on what? 4. This way. From here, what you can do is to cross multiply. All right. And that will give you 4 multiplying x minus what? 4 equal to 9 multiplying y minus 4. So you try to simplify from here. This one multiplies this, you have 4x. This one multiplies this, you have 16, negative 16. This one multiplies this, you have 9y. This one multiplies this, you have negative 36. So from here, what you're going to do is that you are going to group the variable at one side and the constant at one side. So let's say that we are moving this one to this side, giving you 4x minus 9y equal to, that is negative 36. This one will move to this side, and that will give you plus 16. So you have 4x minus 9y equal to negative 20. So from what you have over here, you are having two different equations. That is, this is equation 1, and this becomes what? Equation 2. So you'll be working with these two equations to get the values of what? X and y. And that is how you go about it. Stay tuned. In our next video, I'm going to teach you how to find the value of x and y.